I have one in me, man.
Okay.
We're rocking them Ducos.
Okay.
What's up, Mr. Weller?
What up? Kevin John.
Kevin to the John, David to the Allen. Dude, we played the whole fucking song in this today, dude.
Mm-hmm. Slow motion, baby.
Slow motion, baby.
Slow
motion, baby.
That's a good song.
Dude, I've been listening to Ready for the World, dude.
Have you?
Dude, they got so many bump and grind music songs, dude.
Ready for the World?
Well, everybody knows Love You
Down.
Everybody knows Love You Down. You know, Digital Display.
Digital Display.
You know, Oh Sheila, right?
Oh Sheila.
But there's Tonight, Slide Over.
Yeah.
Gently. All these old fucking...
Okay. We'll get your shout outs, but I want to add something. We'll do the top 5 best songs to have sex with.
Bump and grind songs? Okay.
All right, we'll
you do
that.
5, I'll do 5. I'm down with that, dude.
I think I come up with something. Okay. Go ahead, give your
What
shout.
do you mean? You got to have some in the fucking playlist right there. Like,
No, I said no. Oh, yeah. I could definitely come up with something.
Oh, dude, because I'm telling you right now I'm playing Slide Over in my head, dude. Like,
but there's so many. Go ahead, give your shout outs.
all right, let's do some shout outs,
Let's get
man.
this on the way. Let's get this on the road. A lot of people are like, let's get this on the road.
What's up to No Place Pool League, my team, Sabrina, Larry, Cook, Chuck, Dad, Aaron, all you fuckers. What's up to Miranda from Lodi Junction, the secondhand store. Cool ass place.
Did you work there?
I'll leave that untold, Will. I'll leave that untold. What's up to Amy Turner? What's up to ARC?
Hitting you with questions you can't answer.
What's up to Katie Nelson? And what's up to the Big Show, Matt Nelson? I love you, kid. What's up to Marco, Dan? And that completes Knuckle Deep. What up to the Goddess of Light? What's up to Jennifer? What's up to Michelle Searcy, Craig Skinner, the Devil's Son, Danny Gonzalez? What's up to Aaliyah, DJ, KJ, Tom, Annie, Maya, Belly, Kayla? What's up to Floodlit 1, DLKI, CK75? What's up to my man B-Man from the Country Kitchen? And
how many you got pretty through that? Right when you're done, we're gonna be like, okay, we'll talk to you guys next week.
Yeah. What's up to the my Asian brother from the Galt Thrift Store? He was checking my mom out yesterday. He wanted to take her gambling and shit. So
this guy said, "What up to the bagger at fucking Marvell?" Holy fuck, dude!
What up to the Shoe Shine Kid? I try to hit all the subscribers, new subscribers, man.
All right.
And then I need a drum roll for this one, Weller. All right. This dude is a man of mystery. He rocks 2 different pairs of shoes all the time, one for each race. He's a self-proclaimed Japoki, which is half Japanese, half Oki.
Japoki?
Yeah, he's a Japoki. He's an avid disc golfer, second one on the show. This guy's ranked 36th in California and 211 nationally. That's pretty damn good for a national ranking, dude.
Yeah.
Born September 18th.
Where'd you come up with that one?
I just looked it up. I looked it up, dude, on the
National Disc Golf Association.
Yeah, well, they got a different title, but that's what it is. They put your ranking in there, your member number, your name. Fuck. He is pretty easy to find. September 18th, 1963. Of course, we're talking about my boy Johnny Blue.
Johnny Blue.
What up, Johnny Blue?
Oh.
What are we going to get into, Weller?
Well, you want to do the congratulations, the shout out?
Yes. Do it, man.
Do it. Congratulations, a shout out.
Family members.
Well, happiness. Congratulations. To
19
years being married. A special shout out from Irma Garcia to her great, awesome hunk of a man husband, Daniel Garcia.
Love you, Dan. Love you, Irma. You guys are fucking badass. It's a Wednesday. Their anniversary is Wednesday.
19
DG. See, you gotta remember that shit.
Years.
You gotta remember that shit.
Fucking years.
Yeah, man.
Ooh, that's a long time.
Dude, it's a lifetime, bro. It's 2 lifetimes, man.
I think Irma should get an award.
Fuck yeah.
She made it 19 years with Daniel, my brother Garcia.
Yep.
She deserves a special award.
Dude, she's turned up. She's good to go.
Congratulations, guys. We love you.
And thanks for all the pictures and the videos and stuff, DG, because you cracked my ass up. Fucking, what was that Friday night, sending all that stuff out? He was at that Christmas party, or
I don't know.
Yeah, it was funny, dude. All right, so what are we gonna get into, Weller? You want to do fear of death, or beer versus weed, or
fear of death? Fear of death. Are you afraid to die?
Dude, I'm not afraid to die. I used to be when I was younger, but now that I'm getting older, I don't give a fuck.
Seriously?
Sincerely, man. Like, I talked to my mom about it yesterday because her best friend, dude, she was probably going to end up marrying or moving in with, he died of a heart attack, right? Shout out to that brother. I'm sorry, Mom, that happened, you know. But I've raised my kids, man. My kids are all older, right?
Mm-hmm. But you got grandchild now.
I had a grandbaby. And I mean, that's cool and legit, but you can't keep holding on because you're making more kids, because eventually my grandkid's going to have kids, and then...
Yes, but you want to try to make it to at least your grandkids.
Well, we put in 2 years of shows so far, right?
Uh-huh.
My grandkids will get to know who I am by watching this fucking show.
That's true. And, I thought about that, too. I know it's, people think sometimes it's silly or whatever. It probably is, whatever. But... when you go back and you look at this is my grandfather, or this is your great-grandfather, you show them pictures and it doesn't connect.
Yeah.
At least with this now, your great-grandchildren could go back and look at like, God, my grandfather was a fucking idiot, man. But he's funny. He was cool. He's funny. Just, at least it's going to be like we're doing something that's... will kind of like when people make records and shit, it'll kind of stand the test of time. It'll always be out there. You put it out in the universe. But death, I don't want to die because I still want to experience more stuff. I want to experience getting older. I want to experience my grandkids. I want to experience my kids get married. I want to experience like all that shit, dude. And there is a certain age, and when somebody comes and tells you, "Oh, my grandfather died," and I'm like, "How old were they?" "Oh, they were 85."
Yeah,
and then they're all sad. I'm like, that's a good life. We should just be happy.
Yeah, dude. But you see, you're not talking about the fear of death. You're talking about fucking dying, right? I thought we were talking about fear of death. Like, I don't want to die. I don't want to just die, but I'm not afraid to die, man.
Well, I know it's a fucking in game. You're gonna die.
Well, and that's probably why I don't care as much, is because I believe my soul is immortal.
Mm-hmm.
I believe my soul is going to carry on forever and ever and ever. I don't think my soul is going to die. I don't think your soul dies. Your body does, but I don't think your soul does.
I don't think so either.
So if you go from that point of view and you're immortal,
I guess you're I'm maybe scared of the unknown somewhat. Like as far as because I believe that you move on and it's going to be to a better place. With your spirit's going to be in a better place where you can enjoy a different thing. You're not even gonna you remember maybe, but it's like it's nothing big. It's like like you're thinking right now of a memory when you were like 15 years old. You're like, fuck, I wish I could go back, but you've already lived that. It is what it is. Maybe when you get to another plane, you're like, you have a different euphoria, like happiness, and you're like, yes, this is it right here. This is it. Like I went through that life, and you might look back and say that life was all hardship compared to where my soul is. You know what I mean? I was going through all this trials and tribulations, and I thought it was happiness, but now you're in this place where you're really fucking happy.
Well, check this out. So I was, we were talking about movies and movie ideas and doing that kind of shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I had this idea of like, let's say we just take your life. You live and you die in fucking 2070, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that time period from 1974 to 2070 is where this game is played. But basically, you die and you come back as me. Or you die, you come back as your son.
Mm-hmm.
You die, you come back as your grandpa. Or everybody. You live everybody on Earth's life, right?
Mm-hmm.
From 1974 to 2070.
Mm-hmm.
You live everybody's life. I mean, everybody that was shot in, I'm just talking
This
everybody.
is a movie you're going to come up with?
No, I'm just thinking about it, man. It's fucking way too big for your mind to comprehend, because you're going to be your daughter at some point. You're going to be my daughter at some point. You see what I'm saying? You're going to be Sarah at some point.
I see what you're saying, and I've heard somebody say something similar.
That's eternal, man.
When they're talking about old souls and new souls.
Yeah.
Like when you meet, like say you meet, and I think we talked about this before, but like my son is, I think, a new soul. Like because a lot of things, everything's new to him, dude. It just seems like he just doesn't get it right away. Like, and that's not a knock on him. It's just like some stuff it takes him a minute to get. Whether I see maybe some kids his age might get it pretty quick because maybe their soul has done this so many times before that it's in their soul to kind of know what they're doing or have an idea. Like, I think my son's a new soul. It just seems like everything's new to him. Well, but you see people that, like, you know what they say, old soul. When they meet somebody that seems older and they're just like, they get it more, even though they're young. You see some 20-year-olds, I've listened to a lot of podcasts, I'm like, fuck, that fucker's sharp. Like, he gets the whole, what this world's all about. And usually you don't get that till you're in your 40s or 50s. But maybe that's an old soul.
Life experience does that. I think my granddaughter's an old soul, like you're saying, because shit comes way too easier to her. But I also believe this. Like,
I think you're right. I've met your granddaughter a few times, and like it's almost like she gets it.
Yeah, she understands, and she does it in Spanish and English. She's like fucking boom. But I think what happens is when you're born, you're coming from the light. Your soul is coming from the light, right? The source, God, whatever you want to call it, the source of spirits. And the further you get away from the light, the more you start to remember shit. Like changing a tire on a car might come fucking natural to you like that, right?
Right, that's what I'm talking about.
Or, you know, I don't know, painting a house or playing football.
Right.
Or hitting a baseball, right?
Yeah.
That shit might just come natural to you because you had lived that in a past life or something, right?
Right.
You
know? No. That's, I mean, or we could be talking about the Matrix too, where the real actual life is this battle scene going on and they're fighting, but you're like living in a different world where you're like oblivious to what's really going on.
That's what I've always thought about sleep, and they call you're unconscious when you're sleeping, right? Mm-hmm. But I've always thought about sleep as being as close as you can to being God or being God-like, because in a dream you create whatever it is you want to create, right? Whether it's evil or good, sexual or fucking violent.
Are you creating it, or is it like some subconscious, like you're not purposely, because some of the stuff you don't want in your dreams?
Well, I kind of think of it like a radio dial, right? Like you're turning the radio dial and it moves like this. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you get stuck on a station and you're like, oh, I like that station. So in your dream, you're stuck on that station. But then you don't realize that the station starts moving and it turns into something else. And that's how I explain the dream shit to myself.
Yeah, because I have a lot of, what's that called? When you dream.
Reoccurring.
But it's deja vu. I would have like deja vu, like you dream about something and then maybe the next day something happens that's similar to your dream. No. I don't know. I think I'm an old soul kind of, because it just seems like I just see things. I've been here before. I don't know. To me, it just seems like I've been here before and I've done it before, and I get the big picture, like the whole picture, like it comes in.
Well, you know, in the old Bible, because most of the King James version don't carry it, there is a book of the Maccabees that deals with reincarnation and shit, right? Mm-hmm. And those thoughts were taken away because they didn't want you to believe that you're going to be coming back. Because if you believe that you're going to come back on Earth, do whatever the fuck you want right now because you're coming back. You know what I mean? Mm. I mean, you could be ruthless if you want to be ruthless, but I
mean, that's what basically why religion is to keep people in line. For the most part, is to have consequence regardless if somebody's watching you or not. Like, I mean, I use that with my kids still. I said, hey, God's always watching you, so you whatever you're doing behind closed doors or however you're fucking acting when nobody's around, like, you're not getting away with it. It's still there's still repercussions.
That's why I love fucking that 3 minutes George Carlin has on religion, right? Mm-hmm. But he talks like religion has fooled people into believing there's an invisible man that lives in the clouds and he watches everything you do, and he's got a list of 10 rules that you need to follow, and if you don't, he got a place for you to go where it's torment, pain, fire, hell, ash, all this for eternal life. Mm-hmm. But he loves you and he always needs money.
This guy.
Dude, the George Carlin on religion is awesome, dude. I'm telling you, if you haven't seen it, check it out.
Yeah, I don't want to get too far into the fucking religion and spirituality.
Well, I think that's a big part of death, though, man.
Well, yeah, you're right. But it's religion and spirituality, and I think the big difference is, like being spiritual, I do believe in God, and I believe in like conviction. What you have in yourself is like, I believe that He wants us to be good people. He wants us to be genuinely honest people, and to be compassionate and empathetic and forgiving. And then I believe there's religion where people are holding on to something because they need something to believe in, right? They don't necessarily are living that, what it's supposed to be about. They're just living that life because that's what they have to hold on to.
Well,
and I've seen that in family members. It's like they're going by these rules and bylaws and doctrine, and it's all fucking, this is how the box is. It's like, I don't think religion should be a box. I mean, God is not a box. It's just like,
well, think about
everything.
Think about what they're selling though. Okay, so something like death, you have the unknown, right? Well, religion is selling you a layaway plan for when you die, that you're going to go to heaven, inherit all the greatness, all the beauty, all the love.
That's the stuff that kind of is, it kind of confuses me, because I think that you should, like, I think a lot of people are doing what they're supposed to because they do have religion, and they think this is the path they have to take.
They have to be good.
They have to, because like you said, it's a game. It's like you do all this and you win this, right? And I'm going to follow the rules. But I think spirituality is like, you want to be like this. You want to be a good person. Like you feel good when you help others, or you feel good when you're forgiving. Like it feels good to you. That's what spirituality. That's the cross line between religion and spirituality.
I don't think spirituality has rules. That's the big thing. It has no rules, man.
I don't think it has rules. But I think there is parameters, because, well, I guess it depends on your narrative and your personal perception of spirituality or faith, because I do believe there are rules when it comes to dealing with people. Like, you're honest with people, that you're not hateful, you're forgiving. Like that's the rules I'm talking about. Those are the parameters I'm talking about.
Well, see, for myself, like, you ever met a soulmate? And I'm not talking the sense like Sarah's your soulmate because you love her.
No, I know what you're saying. Right here.
But a soulmate, like, yeah, exactly. Like, I know our souls know each other.
Right.
That type of thing, right? So I met a chick, and I believe we're soulmates. Like, we've met each other in a past life. Maybe we were sisters, or we were brothers, or maybe I was her daughter and she was my dad. But the male and the female part of it doesn't really matter. It's just that we're soulmates.
Right.
We've been on this journey before, and I've heard it said, like, basically the 10 closest people around you, they were probably the 10 closest people around you in your past life. And somehow you guys find each other, I mean.
That's interesting shit right there.
Because I think, like in the movie Fallen, when you die, your spirit has so far to travel before it gets into another body, right? While you're on this earth. And if it doesn't, then you get fucking kind of trapped in that purgatory or whatever, And you got to decide if you're going to go to the light or not. But I don't know. That's getting into something else, because we're on fucking fear of death, dude. And I think just my faith in what I believe keeps me from fearing death, dude.
I guess, yeah. It's like everything, your interpretation of fear. Like my fear of maybe missing out. I guess that would be my fear. But the fear of the actual death, like, I don't want to die in a painful fucking death. I don't want to die in a car accident and fucking try to live for 2 weeks. Like, I mean, of course, everybody wants to die in their sleep when they're 85, fucking 90 years old, dude. Well, like that's a when you're fucking. I mean, that's a blessed life when you can live and enjoy your children, your children's children, and enjoy the best part of this whole life. And then when you get to a part where you really can't function, like you can't take care of yourself, or you're not who you want to be, and you just fall asleep and die. I think that's like a blessed fucking life. I'm not talking, and I fuck money. Dude, seriously, fucking money. If you can go through life and you can enjoy all these things and honestly, truly enjoy it, like, that's a blessed fucking life.
Well, if you think about this, right, like, say you got cut, like, you hit your jugular vein, right? It hurts, but it's not going to hurt as bad as fucking, like, breaking a bone or fucking passing kidney stones, something like that. But that cut is going to kill you because you're losing blood. So it's not the pain that's going to kill you. It's the fucking, your body not working is what kills you. So I know there's hella painful shit. Like, I've heard cancer, and even the treatment to cure the cancer is more painful than the fucking the passing part. But I got this scar right here from fucking pool equipment blowing up. I think that's the closest I felt to fucking dying, dude. I mean, it hurt when it hit me, but I saw purple and I was out. And then when I woke up, I had fucking blood in my eye. And when you get blood in your eye, you can't really see, dude. It's like, I thought I was dead because I was conscious, but I couldn't fucking see. You know what I mean? I was like, fucking, I'm probably dead. But then I got the blood out of this eye, and there's that story. But I don't think the pain in your body causes death. It's just the fucking interruption of your heart being able to beat.
Mm-hmm. And do you think that there's a fucking checkout date right as soon as you're born?
I don't know. That goes to destiny and all that kind of shit. Like, I was watching on the news Friday morning. This lady's walking to church. She was jaywalking to church like 7 o'clock at night. Now it's pitch dark at 7 o'clock at night, dude. Mm-hmm. She got fucking ran over, dude. 70 years old. She lived her whole life to fucking walk across the street to church and get hit and die.
I know. I think about that too.
I mean, is that her destiny, or is that just fucking...
Or people that live through, like, fucking wars and battles and fucking come home and then they fucking die in a car accident or something?
That's like the Bondurant boys in Lawless. That motherfucker made it through the plague, all that shit, got his fucking throat slit like this, lived through all that, and he ends up dying of fucking pneumonia.
Yeah. Fuck.
Or you eat a burger at fucking Whopper that's got contaminated lettuce and you die, dude. Yes. What do you got, Mr. President? All right.
Yeah.
So we did fair death. What do you want to do, man?
What was your next one? Oh, alcohol. You said alcohol and weed?
Oh, we do beer and weed, dude.
Beer and weed.
It's always a good topic, man.
We could do alcohol and weed. I guess you could say alcohol, but...
So my thing on it was fucking, why don't we have weed bars, man?
I think you will. I think there'll be more. I think it'll start happening.
I've been to a fucking couple bars. One of them's an Italian club in Sacramento. Like, you have to be Italian to fucking go to this club or whatever. But they're in there all smoking cigars and cigarettes and shit. Even though it's illegal in California, they could do it in this fucking club, dude.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe it's an old school fucking rule or whatever. Or maybe they just let it happen because that's the way they do shit. But
yeah, maybe that's why. Because I don't think you could have smoke in a public place. Unless it's a private club.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe it's a private club, but maybe they'll have them at some point.
Dude, I know that shit is like $30,000 a year.
What?
To belong to that club.
Okay. Well, like, then maybe that's it. Maybe they'll have clubs. But I don't know. What stops you from going over to a friend's house and doing the same thing? Or you're just talking about socializing with people you don't know?
Well, I'm talking like an open bar, like where you can fucking walk in and you know there's smoke in there. So when you enter, you know you're in a smoking environment.
I guess the smoke thing is because when you're drinking alcohol, it affects you like directly. But with the smoke thing, the smoke out in the air, I think you're invading somebody's space. But I think also I don't see, well, it's California because there's other Nevada, you have areas where you can go to not smoke weed,
no
but
casinos,
smoke cigarettes.
You
can smoke. So I don't know. I don't know. I think if you have a specific place, say this is the smoke club, then the people go there and know that there's going to be smoke, but you're always going to have somebody that's going to say, well, you should be vaping or something.
They have those hookah bars, man. So obviously
I don't know.
There's somewhere that you can have a hookah bar. Why not have a fucking weed bar, man? And they serve all kinds of different weed instead of liquor.
Yeah, I think we're still fucking trying to erase the stigma of smoking weed. I think we're still trying to, people aren't conceiving it yet. There's a lot of people who aren't conceiving that, but I mean, we talk about it a million times, dude. I mean, alcohol is 100 times worse than fucking marijuana. Cigarettes are fucking pharmaceutical drugs, and this is where I think we haven't quite crossed the fucking aisles of the difference of opinion yet. It's that fucking people. I lost my train of thought.
Well, let's kick it back to this thing because I was thinking about like you go in an old school bar. I went to one yesterday, and people are sitting there drinking hard liquor, fucking beers and shit at fucking 11:30 in the morning, right? Why couldn't there be a fucking weed bar where I can go like 10, 11 o'clock in the morning and get fucking...
There's still a stigma on it. So, I mean...
You get loaded, though, and you wait 20 minutes, you can drive home. You get fucked up at the bar, you're fucked up at the bar,
well, dude. Because why would you... It's federally illegal still, right? So why would you open a place that eventually the feds could come in and fucking bust? And take all your profits, take all the cash money.
I think California, I think it was under Governor Brown too, signed some shit where they wouldn't fucking go in and raid these.
I don't know how that works.
Remember, because there was the dispensaries and the fucking. There was one church dispensary. I remember that. He did services in like 3 different religions, but they all had to do with weed. and they couldn't fucking bust him, dude. Like he had it said where they couldn't fucking bust.
I just don't get the stigma of it. Still, I still don't quite get the stigma of something that you smoke and you relax, like, and that's it. Like, you're not puking, you don't fucking, you're not fucking drunk, you're just relaxed. And I still don't get the fucking stigma of this. Like, when food is worse than marijuana is.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Fucking soda is worse than marijuana. It's like, but the stigma is so. I don't know. I just don't get it. Like, it frustrates me sometimes that I can't even have this conversation with some people because it's drugs. It's the fucking,
it's the devil.
It's gonna kill you. It's like, but everything else you do is worse. Talking on this cell phone is probably gonna get you more cancer before fucking marijuana is.
Okay, I want to use that, man, because we haven't talked about this part of it, and it may be off subject, but food, dude. You can see when somebody's addicted to food, right? Mm-hmm. You physically see they're addicted to food.
Yes.
Or I'm in line and I see this lady in front of me, all the shit that she's fucking buying and shit, and I'm like, she's gonna eat that whole fucking bag of donuts by herself. You know what I mean? And it's accepted.
She didn't even make it out of the store. She got fucking white powder all over her fucking chin.
But it's fucking accepted, right? Like, where if you see a stoner in line and you smell weed on the stoner that's buying something, it's different. Or a drunk, you see a drunk in line fucking smelling like alcohol, slurring his words, all that shit. It's not accepted either. But food, the addiction to food is just accepted, man.
I don't know if it's
you can't hide that addiction.
No, it's not. I wouldn't say it's accepted. I mean, because there is shaming when it comes to it. There's people that don't feel good about it. I don't think they feel happy that they can't stop eating, or they're overweight and they got it, whatever. It's hard. I think for some people it definitely is harder than other people. But when you get older, you start getting bigger. You got to work at it. But some people just are predisposed to getting big, so they have to work at it even harder than, say, I got a belly. I'm getting fucking big, but I'm not fat, right? I can eat a lot of shit still and not be fucking fat. Some people couldn't eat half of what I have and get fat. So they have to work at it way more than I would have to fucking work at it. You know what I'm saying?
No, I completely understand.
That's a tough one. And I'm not fucking... This is the thing. I'm not bashing you if you drink alcohol. I'm not bashing you if you smoke cigarettes. I'm not bashing you if you eat. I'm just saying that you can't downgrade fucking smoking marijuana when everything else is way worse for you. But even so, I don't judge you for doing it.
Well, look at, what was it, in Major League Baseball?
They're just passing that rule.
Yes, they just took it off. So what's going to happen? NFL is going to fall in line. NHL, right? MMA. All of it's going to fall in line because weed is not a performance-enhancing drug.
Dude, you go on there, watch the NFL players talk about how it weaned them off painkillers.
Yes.
It's just, the logic is bizarre when a corporation would rather have you drugged up on medicinal drugs than smoke a little pot and feel better. I mean, look at CBDs are doing, but
you can fucking grow pot yourself. You don't need anybody else.
No, there's no why it's not legal.
Yeah, there's no money passing hands. That's the whole thing, is money, bro, because that's the reason prescriptions are so high and shit.
But the dinosaurs are dying off. Like, the transition. We went shopping yesterday, so I mean, half the people you walk by, you can smell it on them.
Yeah,
right?
I love it.
So the transition between that, and it's like everything else, though. It's not like I'm saying go out and get high every fucking day, because there is, just like eating, anything you do in excess is not going to be good for you, right? It's not going to be like, hey, the more weed you smoke, the healthier you get. No, that's not true. Everything is bad for us. I'm just saying, if you be realistic and put the degree of the negative effects on everything that you do, weed is going to be at the bottom of that fucking barrel compared to soda, food, fucking pharmaceutical drugs, cigarettes, alcohol, whatever you do. It's like, it's not that high on the totem pole of dangerous things to do. But the dinosaurs are dying off, and the perception is slowly dying off.
Dude, and I can't wait for it to be done, dude, because I want to get loaded and be like you. I want to be enlightened when we do this fucking show, dude.
What?
I do.
No. What? That's not me. That's you.
Dennis. Cops.
What?
Yeah. Well, what's up with the weed bars, man? Because I noticed that there's this whole craft beer phase going on. These IPAs phase, and it's been going on like, I don't know, 10 years or something now, right? Mm-hmm. But these places are popping up all over the place, and it's a millennial thing, man. The guys that are my age and doing that kind of shit, I'm just like, man, you fucking, don't you guys see yourselves? Like, you're the old guy in there.
Oh, you're talking about the
these the breweries,
the brewery things.
Because I mean, and it's cool. They got like cornhole in there, or they got like big checkers.
I see what you're saying. It's kind of like a trendy thing. It's funny to talk about this, and I want to transition to this. I know we got a lot of shit, but it's just funny because me and Sarah were talking about this. But I see what you're saying. It's like the new trend. It's whatever you
like. Take your kids to the bar, dude. I mean, that's what it is.
Basically, yeah. I don't know.
I thought you and Sarah were talking about this. What are you doing, man? Well, you don't got what you and Sarah were talking about, dude.
I went on something else, dude. I had like, I'm literally, dude, had like 10 different things in my head I wanted to talk about, and it was all like compressing. I was like, I gotta get it out, and it was so confusing. I just stopped. But we were talking about somebody walked by us, a lady, and she had the hairdo of like the 80s, right?
Big hair?
Yeah, but Sarah was saying something about like it's weird how people don't get out of the era that they're from. Yeah. And I was like, you're right, but there's a tough line between trying to be cool and be young, and then trying to still live your age, like age appropriate clothes and stuff. Yeah. Like it's tough because I do notice when somebody has like, and is like in their 40s or 50s, have the new Jordans on, right? I still kind of look and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I don't know. But there's this fine line between being age appropriate and being like that. Like I told Sarah, I was like, it's not going to be cool if my daughter friends or my son's friends come over and I'm trying to say, hey, what's up, guys? What are you doing? Like it's like, that's like embarrassing probably to her.
You're like, that's on fleek. What up, yo?
Yeah. Like these shoes, right? Yeah. I got dad shoes. Sarah Leah calls them dad shoes. I want to be like that. Like I don't want to be, but I don't want to fucking still dress like I'm in the 90s or the 80s. I just want to be casual. I guess I'm at the point where I'm just going to be sweats and whatever. But
see, I don't own any sweats, dude.
You don't own sweats? Oh, I love them. They're so comfortable, dude.
I don't have them, but I'm rocking corduroys, man. I got like fucking 8 pairs of corduroys now, and I dig them. I don't see anybody else wearing corduroys, man.
Not too many people, dude.
Dude, I never see it.
No.
And you can hear me coming. It's like... But... like you said, man, I see it. I seen the old dudes that are like, especially skaters or beach bum type guys. They still wear that attire that they wore back in the day, man. Mm-hmm. And I don't find that bad. I mean, they're just fucking who they are, kind of shit.
That's who they are. But I was telling her about the hair thing with women.
Okay, skinny jeans. There's one, right?
Because I got a couple pair. I didn't buy them. A couple pair of skinny sweats, like they go down tight at the bottom, right? Yeah. Because my daughter bought them for me for like she's all, Dad, you can't keep going in Walmart sweats like with the tight things on the bottom. Yeah. Because that's what I have. Why right? Not? Because she said you can't do like that. You look homeless. So she'll buy me some sweats or whatever. They bought me some sweatpants or whatever. But yeah, I don't. Yeah. If I'm right now wearing skinny, you imagine right now me wearing skinny jeans.
Yeah, and a fucking
and my rolls are hanging over the side of the fucking skinny jeans.
What is it called? A just tuck it shirt or something like that, where there are these pre-cut shirts that don't go along. You know what I mean?
Everybody's different, dude. I don't think I've ever tucked my shirt in my life, but
I'm not a shirt tucker, man. I will get dressed up and I clean up pretty good, I must say, but it's for like weddings, funerals, maybe special date occasions. See, I'm still not
like, but it's like the people who have the phones with the outside, and they have the big phones too, and so it has their phone holder right there, and they wear it around, you know. I noticed that right away. I'm like, oh shit.
Or they're wearing an earpiece for their phone, right? And I see it because in bowling, dudes are going up there.
Dude, that bothers me so much.
Dude, they go up there and they're bowling and they have this earpiece in like this. Like they're going to get a call while they're bowling. Go ahead. Or they're fucking playing pool and it's like they got this earpiece in and it's like...
Oh, I cringe. I cringe when I see that. I'm like, oh shit, because I'm like, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I'll go in. I got another call coming. Hold on.
You know what I ordered, dude? I ordered a pager.
Did you?
I'm going to start wearing a pager, dude. Why not, dude?
Does it work?
I'm gonna bring it back. I haven't got it yet.
Are you gonna get it to work where you can?
I'm gonna attach it to my phone number. Yeah,
that'd be awesome, dude.
I'll get a page. Hold on, I got a page, dude.
I want to get one,
dude. They're like $60.
Where'd you get it at?
Amazon.
I'm gonna go look online. We can page each other.
Yeah, it blew.
I go ask for. Can I use you guys' phone?
Yeah,
I make a call.
It fucking Bluetooth to your phone, dude. It's cool.
That'd be dope.
You remember when you got a pager, dude? That was like the shit, dude.
I remember going through the whole process. I was like, fuck, we had our own place, like me and
you had to sign a contract and shit for a pager.
Yeah, I used to put it on the fucking shelf, like it was cool, like put it like an angle
next to your money.
Yeah, that's my money. Yeah, put some cash right there and put the pager just right, and then I would text my own pager.
Yeah, just to get it to go off.
And then I'd be like,
yeah, I gotta go.
Yeah, remember they could write like messages on there.
Yeah,
like 911. I'd be like, oh shit.
Or 411. What's the info? 411.
I'll do. I used to really do that.
Yeah.
I used to really fucking look at it for the people and be like,
oh yeah.
Oh, you used to hit it yourself. You could hit the button, like start it back up.
Yeah.
And it'd go dee 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 dee. I do that, turn it off and turn it on. Be like,
just to look important, like somebody needs you right now.
It was just a little bit different beep where people were like, oh, you just turn it off and turn it on.
My shit was always PG. Oh yeah, I got an emergency. I gotta go. Sorry, can't kick it.
Pagers.
I don't know what top we're gonna close it out, dude. Oh fuck. We want to do negative people, or how about just telling the truth?
I guess they go together, kind of.
A little bit, man. I think they're different.
Negative people, like at work, I love the guys, but like the two guys I work with, right there. Every morning, I know when I walk up, and because I get there early, we bullshit in the mornings. It's gonna be negative shit the whole time. Hey, did you hear about this? That's not gonna work. I don't think this is gonna happen. It's so negative that I have to be so positive. Always be like, yeah, no, it's fine. It'll be okay.
You have to counteract it. Yeah.
You have to, because otherwise, and especially when you're in charge, whatever. Okay.
I had to flex out, bro.
Whatever attitude or persona, whatever that you carries on through that whole fucking job. Like if you say a job's fucked up, you say this is fucked up, everything's fucked up. It is going to be fucked up. If you say no, everything's going good, everything's good, it's going good.
You're manifesting negative vibes that are going to translate into fucking real life.
Ask anybody. Go around and ask people, and almost be 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 people say, no, I'm positive. I'm a positive person. And they're a negative person, right? They are. But they'll say, no, I'm a positive person. Everybody says they're positive, but how many percentage of people are positive and people are negative? You give me your phrase stat.
It's got to be like 53 to 47%, dude.
53 what?
People are positive. I think there's more positive people than there are negative.
I think so too. And I was telling Sarah when we were Christmas shopping, because she was like bitching about that person's cutting that person off, when you're in the mall and stuff like that.
Even driving.
And I said, I think there's more people. So she said the Christmas spirit's gone, whatever. And I said, no, I think there's more people that still have it than there are people that isn't.
Yeah,
I just think so. You notice more of the people that don't.
Well, that's the thing. Just like the news, man, all the negative shit gets the attention. It's not the positive shit that gets attention.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when you're saying positive shit, like, oh, man, saved up some money and we're going to take the family to fucking Costa Rica, right? It's kind of like you're bragging a little bit, but you're happy. You're being positive. I'm trying to tell you, hey, man, I'm achieved a goal. This is something that's going to happen in my life. I'm fucking excited about it, right? Mm-hmm. Or you say, oh, yeah, this baby got cut up and put in a suitcase down the street, and everybody thinks the pastor fucking killed it. The negative stories get more weight, dude.
But I think that's with you too, and that's with me. That's each person, is that we have a yin and yang. So we are negative. Like when I get home, I'm negative a lot. Like I'm like, fuck it. Well, I'm watching sports. Oh, they're gonna lose. Oh, they're gonna fuck. Oh, they're gonna get blasted. Or I'm negative with. I am negative at home. Like I don't want to be a hypocrite. But it's funny because when I'm at work, I'm like the most positive. Everything's gonna be fine. We're good. Yeah, no problem. We'll do this. Yeah, everything's positive. So, but I think what it has to be is that you have to fucking be more positive than negative.
Well, the way I think about it, like taking positive and negative, right? Like you have a battery, your soul battery, whatever you want to call it. There's a battery inside of you, right? Ooh. And some people get fueled by the light, by the happiness, by laughter, shit like that. That fuels them and that gets them going. But on the other side of it, there are negatively charged people that are fucking energy vampires. They're always sad. All their stories they tell you are sad. It's like the only way they can get across to you that something's happening in their life is if they promote the negative side of shit, dude.
Yeah, I agree.
you know. And I have a couple of those people I know. Oh, when they call me, I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. Oh, fuck yeah. You know, you see that number, you're like, damn it. Or they text you.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck. It's not good. It's probably not 9 out of 10 times. It's not good. But like I said, everybody says they're positive, but you just have to be more positive than you are negative, I think, because we do have negative stuff that we do.
I've noticed this too. A lot of times they carry it on their face, like their resting face is a fucking frown, dude. Like if you pay attention to that shit, there's people that have their resting face, they're kind of happy, like, you know.
Yeah.
But these people that are these energy vampires, these negative people, they do carry it on physically,
and just
it affects them physically too.
I don't know why people are so afraid to interact with strangers in a positive way. You notice that? Maybe more so in California, but I don't know. It might be a regional thing. I don't know. But when do something just funny or nice to somebody random that you don't know, just get that expression. I do it all the time. Like when me and Sarah, I do it all the time with people. Like, I don't know, two ladies just walk by us and I'll back up from the aisle and I'll go like this.
Yeah.
Like, and they'll start laughing. And it's just like, it changes people's day. I don't understand. Like, why can't we just do more things like that? Like
grabbing a door when you go into a place to open it for people.
100%. That's I mean, when you're sitting there waiting for dinner, we always sit by the door, and I basically have my son poach by the door, open the door for people.
Well, see, here's another deal on that is like the chivalry, right? Like, I'm totally down for chivalry and being a gentleman, opening the lady's door for the car when we go into place, you know. I'm down to do that as long as I'm not made a fool for doing it.
What do you mean made a fool?
Okay, so like if you take it for granted or you're fucking, never mind, not this time, you know, something like that. Like you're putting a cut in the chink. Like I'll play the role to the max. But as soon as they fucking cut it, they say, "Oh, you don't have to do that this time," or something like that. And then I'm like, "Okay, that fucking game's over."
I think we are losing, like, some of that chivalry. Like we're losing with the transition of being, like, you know, I wouldn't say the woman's movement because I think, but with
equality.
Yes, obviously you want everybody to be equal, but there is some things that you want to do, like. When you go to eat, what do? You let the woman order first every time. So I always make sure my son lets my wife and my daughter order first before he orders.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with being respectful and I could still do that and still want my daughter to be and my wife to be empowered and strong and be able to take care of themselves. But I still want to be like kind and gentle and still open the door and do like you said, chivalrous stuff. That there's nothing wrong. It's not condescending to the women's movement if you do shit like that.
No, and like I had, you know, some family and some friends clown me when I was dating this chick, and I was fucking sheep went along with it. I would open the door for her. I would help her put her seatbelt on, shit like that. Sneak a kiss before I start driving and stuff, right? But I like doing that shit because it's showing her, hey, I got this time for you. I'm putting you first, right? But then your friends kind of clowning shit like that, and I'll be like, well, why aren't you doing that for your old lady?
No, yeah. I mean, it's like I talk a lot of shit at home, but I always appreciate everything Sarah does for me. So it's those little things that I'll do just to show her that I'm still aware that you fucking take care of me like a fucking child. So
yeah.
I'm still appreciate that. And I want to say that too. I mean, it's nice to be with somebody, and I want to give Sarah props that lets me come and do this with Frasier and doesn't make fun of me. Like, you know, I think a lot of people would say, like, it's silly. You guys are silly. Like, I enjoy this little me and Frasier bullshitting, but she's like, Sarah's like, go do it. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. That's your time. Whatever. Do whatever. Like, life's too short to, like, not do something that makes you happy. Like, if I didn't do this out of because maybe somebody watched it all, fucking, this guy's fucking silly, whatever, then I wouldn't be living my happiest that I can try to be, right? Because I am happy when I do this. And I love that I have someone that's with me that's like, hey, go do that. I'm not going to watch it because I don't agree with the shit you say. But go have fun, whatever, good luck, whatever. And I just wanted to give her props for that. But
no, that's good, man. And that's part of a partnership, man. A true partnership is the give and take of shit, you know what I mean? It can't be 70-30. But that's another thing I've noticed too, man. Most of these negative people, and I know one that's been married for like 20 years, right? 20, 25 years. He's got to live with her every single day. Her negative, because even when I'm over their house, she's fucking negative, and he's living this whole life of just with a negative person that's negative, man. Like, you never make her happy. You know what I mean? She's never happy.
It's got to wear on you.
Yeah. It sucks when it's somebody you can't, like, your friends are the family you can choose, right? But your family, you got to live with them. You got to see them. You got to do shit with them. And when you got a negative person in your family like that, it's fucking a drain.
That's where I got to work on myself, is where I'm too negative at home about shit. And I always catch myself all the time. And I'm so hard on my son too, especially. And I got to work on that. But I'm trying to work on it, not to be so negative and be more positive. But I got to say, at home, it's hard. It's hard for me, and I'm trying. I just recognize that in myself, though. But at least, I mean, I'm not to give me fucking build myself up or nothing, but at least I can recognize that in myself. Like, I'm self-reflective, where, like, I know I got to work on that. Like, I'm not a perfect human being. I mean, I try to be good, but I got shit I got to fucking work on. So I understand I can't be negative all the fucking time.
Well, like, I remember having this conversation with my brother when I was like, he was 14, so I don't know, I was probably 30 or so, 33, whatever. But I had this conversation with him. He was being raised by my mom. Mm-hmm. And that was cool when he's a little guy. I had him like when he was 5, when he was 7, when he's 10. But when he was 14, I had this talk with him. I said, look, man, mom's going to do her shit. She's the same mom, right, that I had. We're the same mom. But she's not going to teach you how to be a man. And you get butthurt when I'm on your ass about doing chores, doing homework, not doing a half-ass job, so you have to do it again. There's some man shit that a man needs to teach you. I'm going to teach you how to be a man, but you can't take it as a negative thing. You got to take it as a learning experience. Mm-hmm. So that when you are a man and you have your own son, you have these things to fucking show him. Like my dad or my brother showed me how to do this. I'm gonna show you how to do it, right?
Yeah. Who do you have to thank for doing that to you?
I got a few, man, but Danny Amar, he was my first stepdad I had. He's a fucking real man. Fucking handled shit. He taught me work ethic. Same with Wayne Harrison. He showed me how to be a man. My dad Cliff, of course. I've had different father figures throughout my whole life, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Another one, Flory, Wes. Wes was a different kind of man, but I want to be that kind of man because Wes was a cool motherfucker, you know what I mean? Like, just really laid back. I never really seen him get angry or fucking mad at shit, and I want to be that kind of vibe.
You're right about how it does take a man to raise a man.
Yeah.
Like in a man's instance, and it's not that you can't be a man. It's not less. You can have it by committee. Like you do if you have people in your life that, like, my grandfather was a big influence as far as me. I mean, he's the one who said, "Come here, let me show you how to shake a man's hand," and he kept showing me till I learned how to shake a man's fucking hand. And it's funny that right now you do it to a lot of people, and I'd say 50-50 now. Guys will come up and like half-ass shake your hand. Yeah. Like they don't understand that's not how a fucking man shakes his hand. Just shit like that. Just shit like my grandfather would say, hey, you got your family, you got to make sure you take care of them. Or, hey, when you go to work, you make sure you go early enough to, or if you get a flat tire, you can still make it on time. Yeah. Just all those little things in life of like, and I have a lot to my grandfather to think about that, because some stuff, I don't know. It's like my brother was saying, and I'll get personal, was like, Dad couldn't teach you because how to be compassionate, understand, because he wasn't learned that, he wasn't taught that or whatever. But I mean, you got to break the cycle at some point.
Chain breaker, dude.
You got. Okay, so then I was telling my brother, well, what's the excuse then? That since he didn't teach me that, what's my excuse? Just to and accept it and be like that? That's not right. That's why I have to show my son how to shake a hand. That's why all that stuff that I learned from different people, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna have to. Nobody showed me how to fucking shave. Nobody said, here, this is how you shave. That's the stuff I kind of missed out on.
What happens is your sacrifice or your struggle that you've experienced in life, right? Mm-hmm. You either learn from it or you fucking keep going with that struggle, right? So when you break that chain and you're no longer struggling with your emotions as a man or being compassionate and giving and shit like that, right? Mm-hmm. You're passing that knowledge on down to your son. Where, I mean, you can teach or tell them all kinds of stuff, right? Mm-hmm. But the school of hard knocks is the way most people learn, dude. And you either take that in a negative or a positive way. And I think that's what's going on with these negative people, man, is they just continue to fucking roll on this negative ball, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean that's where in society we have it's the media, it's everything, it's social media, it's all that stuff that if you can't fucking combat it, if you can't fight it, if you can't like that's bullshit. I'm not gonna deal with that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna pass that along. It's hard not to get in that fucking cycle of fucking negativity. Like, you have to battle it all the time because it's in social media, it's in the news, it's in your friends, it's in your family, it's everything that's negative. So to stay positive is kind of hard sometimes because you're like, fuck, like you feed into it a lot. A lot of times you feed into it. I notice when I'm around certain people, like sometimes when you're at work, you have to be around certain people. There's nothing you can do about it. I start feeding into the negative part and I catch myself and be like, no, don't be like that. That's wrong. I'm not going to be like, don't eat it. Don't feed into that. Don't start talking shit about everybody because he's talking shit about everybody. Like, stop that. Just say something positive.
That's my favorite thing when somebody starts talking about somebody that isn't here. Like, I'll listen to the first couple sentences or something, and then when I say, hey, you know what? We don't have to talk about that kind of stuff, man. He ain't even here. I'd rather talk to him face to face about that shit than come up with my own assumptions and ideas about what's going on in this fucking guy's life. You know what I mean?
Yes, and a lot of times I'll disagree with them.
Yeah.
I'll disagree when they're calling this guy a piece of shit or this guy's a fuck. I'll be like, in my head, I'm like, nah, this guy's actually a pretty good fucking guy. Or when they say, that guy's a really good guy, I'm like, nah, he's not a good guy. I know what he talks about when nobody's around, dude. Like, he's not.
Or it snowballs where the guy is an asshole, and you know he's an asshole, and everybody knows he's an asshole, and then you just talk about this fucking asshole because he's an asshole.
But I've been playing my life like this so far, like lately, and you know, since I've been fucking in my 40s, is that whatever I'm gonna say to you, I'm assuming that if I say something about a person, they're
going to repeat it.
That person's going to hear it.
Yeah,
so I make sure whatever I say to you is what I'm going to say to that person, and I have no problem saying to that person and just saying that's my opinion. I just see you being like a negative person, whatever, or you lie all the fucking time. And more recently, I don't know if that's what happens when you get older. Like, you notice how like grandfathers do this shit. Is like you're honest with people right away. Like, I'm like, people will say, hey, I'm sick, I can't come in. I said, no, you're not. You're not fucking sick. You just don't want to fucking come in, or whatever it is. I'll call people out right away. I won't say, oh, okay, and they say, this motherfucker's a liar. I'll call him a liar to his face. I'll say, you're probably lying. I'm assuming you're lying because that's not fucking true. But I'm doing it more and more and more. And that's where your group becomes smaller and smaller and smaller because you start alienate some people.
Let's close out fucking that one, dude, and let's roll into that one. I think these two things go together. They're both up there, but it's how about just telling the truth? You telling the truth like you're getting into right there. And it also goes along with judging people.
Telling the truth when it doesn't negatively affect people that's what you're supposed to do. Now, we were talking about this before, but this guy says sometimes you don't say the complete truth because people that you respect or love, you don't want to fucking like alienate them. You don't want to hurt their feelings. You don't make them feel bad. You know, there is a line where people will say, well, that's not the truth. But I mean, you can't continuously say negative shit to people when they're doing negative shit and make them feel good about themselves. Like, you know, you can't call somebody fat. You know, if they're like, why would you do that? Maybe that's the truth, but what would you have to gain off that other than making that person feel bad? You know what I'm saying? So there is a balance between truth and.
Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about. I think that's part of the problem is with today's way of child rearing and fucking raising adolescents to adulthood, right? Mm-hmm. They're consistently being lied to. Yes. Now we have crossed the line, but there is a line where it's just like hateful shit. Yeah. Now I know what you're saying when you don't fucking address somebody by he, she, it, or whatever the proper fucking noun. Now, well, not just that. I'm saying like you need to learn how to lose. You have to learn how to take negative comments.
Oh, right? you have to be honest with your kids.
You have to be able to do these things to be a proper functioning adult, man.
But there is a balance, though. There is still a balance. And my kids are lucky because my daughter's playing basketball. If she had a shitty game, I would say, hey, you had a shitty game. You played like shit. Sarah would get so mad at me because she said that's all negative. She said, you played really good in this part and this part. Actually, you did really good. Be the opposite. Kids need kind of a balance, too. You can't be negative all the time, and then you're just putting another negative person in that world. But...
Well, that's an issue with single parenting too. Is you're only basically getting one side.
Of it. Yeah. But now to this day, they know their mom's going to say something positive and great about them right now.
Yeah.
But if they want the truth and they're not sure if they did something well or not well, or if it's going to be good for them or not, if they want to know the truth, they'll come and ask me. Like, if they want to hear something they believe already, that they just want, like, affirmation for that, they'll go to their mom. Like, hey, do you think I should do that? Knowing they want to do it. If they come to me and say, you think I should do it? I'll be like, no, it's a stupid fucking move. So they know I'll be honest. At least that.
Well, my thing, and I've told my kids this all the time, I bust their balls or I kick them in the ass 2 times more than I praise them. But when I praise them, it's genuine. They know it's fucking real, and they can be proud of that shit, you know? If you're fucking don't get that praise too, that's you're becoming one of those negative people, right?
Yeah.
Like, I love it when one of those negative people tell me a good story. It's almost like, fucking finally, all right, yeah, I want to hear this. This is awesome,
fucking
you know
positive energy, because energy doesn't leave this earth. Energy stays, whether it's negative or positive. It's constant energy. So whatever you put, I don't know what the radius is, because I do think there's a radius of energy. Maybe there's not. Maybe it's the butterfly effect that'll constantly happen. But the positive energy you put out will definitely directly affect that radius around you, whether it's your, like you say, your 10 group of friends or your family or people, whatever it is. I think that positive energy, and maybe it does have that butterfly effect where you do something nice for that person. You buy somebody lunch behind you in the drive-thru. That person buys somebody lunch. That person goes and buys somebody some food on the street, and that person fucking does better with them. Like, maybe it is the butterfly effect.
But, you know, I get what you're saying. Like, if you're kicking in with an ugly chick, you don't want to just say, hey, you're ugly. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I mean, that's going to hurt feelings or whatever. But there's a point where you're like I'm getting back into the scene, talking to chicks and stuff like that, and I'm just being truthful about stuff, right? Like, I went to breakfast yesterday, but that's all I had planned was doing breakfast because, and I told her why. I said, I don't know you. I didn't know if we were going to get along. I didn't know if you were going to be different than what your picture was, that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? But she was kind of taken back, like, with my truthfulness about it. But I was like, I got no fucking reason to lie to you, you know? Mm-hmm. I don't know you well enough to have to lie to you about shit. Because another one's like, do you look good in these jeans? Well,
that's definitely working in your favor, right? Because, okay, at a certain age, you're like, okay, we're going to go out, probably have sex, because that's probably the thing to do at a certain age. But it's more intriguing when somebody's like, I'm trying to get into your world. I'm trying to understand you before we get even past this point.
Well, see, I'm past the sex point. I told you, man, I'm not a horn dog anymore, so I'm being a prude. I'm not fucking throwing the cock out.
Well, no, I know you're not. I'm not. I know you're not because
you would see video.
Okay, this. I think I've heard firsthand knowledge, whatever. In bed, if there's a scale from 1 to 10, this guy's a 10.5, right? And I'm telling you right now. And now the girls are like, fuck, I got to. And you got to just be like, not right now. Right?
That's it.
Not right now.
Dude, but
because this is a special present wrapped up that's not given to everybody. It's like, now that you have like a special, like, it's like a special power, right? Your special powers. You don't use your special power all the fucking time, right? You just use it sometimes. And my man Frasier's special power is putting girls to sleep.
Fucking well, dude.
It's putting it down, like.
All right.
I mean, they started writing love music that really for fuck music because of this guy. Like,
dude, I think I came up with the love mix, the fucking
top
tapes.
5 best songs to make love to right now.
All right, so let me think here. You want to go number 1 or are you going to go number 5 first?
They don't have to be in order.
Oh, I got to be in order.
No, because those are going to come to you. Go ahead. What do you think?
I got to go with Sade, Kiss of Life.
Okay.
So what's yours? What do you got? There's one. Let me write this shit down, dude.
Well, there's songs. I'm going to say an artist. Can I just say an artist?
I don't know, man. You don't know the song?
Well, I mean, because it's like different songs, like Anthony Hamilton. You know, I'll tell you a quick story.
I don't even know Anthony Hamilton. I'm writing it down.
Frasier. You don't listen to... Look at Frasier. When me and Sarah first, like, started talking and dating, right? In my CD at my house, this is when we had CDs.
Yeah.
I had playing nonstop Anthony Hamilton. I've
never heard of him, dude.
When I went to her apartment, You know what's in her CD play? In the one CD she's listened to?
Metallica.
Anthony fucking Hamilton. Anthony Hamilton. We were listening to the same and it's not like you're listening to fucking Backstreet Boys where everybody's listening to it. It's like a one-off, like it's not something common.
Like Sade, man.
And we're both listening to the same thing. So I have to say Anthony Hamilton.
Okay. So then I'm going to go with Ready for the World.
See, that's why. You can say titles. You say Sade and Ready for the World.
Gently. Ooh. Yeah, that song Gently, dude. Because everybody knows Love You Down. They know Digital Display. Mm-hmm. They know Oh Sheila. But they don't know the B-sides and the other shit. And that's where the fucking belly rubbing, fucking sucking on your neck down to the butt, right back up the other side.
Because I'm gonna say, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm gonna say, Jodeci. Because Jodeci has several.
Oh, like songs. Forever My Lady?
That's why I can't say a song. I said, like, Come and Talk to Me. Come and Talk to Me remix. Like, I'll say Jodeci is my second one.
I gotta go with another Sade, man, and that's Never As Good As the First Time.
Okay, let's just go by artists. Because Sade will have a lot of songs.
Dude, yeah, I mean. So
I was gonna say Sade, but I'm not gonna say Sade because you already said it.
Like Isley Brothers.
I gotta say the Isley. That was a good one right there.
Footsteps in the Dark, dude.
Isley Brothers, dude. Isley Brothers. Fuck.
Isley Brothers, Jodeci, Sade, Anthony Hamilton.
I gotta go with Marvin Gaye, dude.
Marvin Gaye, yeah, he's got some magic, dude.
Marvin Gaye.
Dude, how about fucking Barry White, dude?
I never got into Barry White.
Oh, dude, there's a couple where he drops that fucking baritone, and I mean,
do it. Go get Barry White.
Barry White, dude.
I always played the same song of hers all the time. Is Guapole.
A Closer?
Yeah, I've been playing that for fucking years, dude. Years.
It's good shit, dude.
Closer than my dreams.
It's good shit, dude.
What do we got?
I didn't know how to say the name.
Guapole? I've been listening to her for a while. She's from Oakland.
I thought it was Go Appeal.
No. There's a couple good songs, but that's her main song. Go ahead. Give me another one.
Let's see. Sade, Isley Brothers, Marvin Gaye. Oh, man. Etta James.
Etta James is cool. I don't know about baby making music. But
dude, At Last?
I don't know. It just seems like a monumental song. Like it's like bigger than the moment.
I'll throw you another one, dude. Is Chris Stapleton.
I don't even know who that is, dude.
Oh, Tennessee Whiskey?
I don't listen to country. I don't know.
Dude, that's a jam, dude.
Fucking Chris Stapleton. Go ahead. That's you.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's fucking one of the best slow dance. It's got to be like a good slow dance song because the slow dance translates into the fucking workbench in the bedroom.
Hey, that's you. That's your choice, dude. You can say whatever you want.
I don't know. We're getting there. You got another one?
Fuck. I don't know. I'm going to say Al Green.
Al Green?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's like Teddy Pendergrass. I don't know. That's a different level.
I know it's bad to say, and you're not supposed to say it, but I say R. Kelly.
God damn it, dude! I'll tell you who I like right now is Billie English, dude.
Billie English.
Have you seen her videos? She's fucking Lady Gaga dark in her videos and shit, man. No. She's got a fucking couple little bump and grinders. R. Kelly's good, man. I mean, even though he did what he did, he's got some good music.
Yeah, I fucking still listen to
it. New Edition.
Nah. Not baby making music.
There's a couple New Edition songs that are good to go, dude.
Oh, I'll go fucking Zapp and Roger.
What the fuck? How about on the other scale, dude? Like fucking 9 Inch Nails shit.
Fuck. I
want to fuck you like an animal.
I want to fuck you like an animal.
I want to feel you from the inside. Yeah.
All right. We good?
I think so, man. As always, hit subscribe, tell a friend.
Holla, holla.
Party's coming up on the 28th.
Holla,
and
holla.
I got free shirts. I think there's 70 of them, but that's according to size. It's going to,
70?
I think I got 70 shirts. Yeah.
Okay.
So for 70, there's some other ones from the last patch too, but it'll be good to go.
Here we go.
Bring a smile, bring a bottle.